Jared, you referenced history. You know, that was a conversation for you guys this offseason. We talked to Scotty Montgomery today. He said you guys are trying to really chase perfection in that process and all that, getting it right every day. Talk about that process. How did it go about creating history through the practice habits, daily habits, and how important is that to you guys?
Yeah, I think we just have a group of guys that are so dang talented that, like, you know, we know what our potential can be, and so it becomes a waste if you're not trying to, you know, reach perfection and strive for that. You know, it's really never attainable, but that's what you're going for. And I think we've got a group of guys, like I said, that are so dang talented, but also are such hard workers and want that greatness and want to try to be some of the best ever. And you know, it's fun to work with those guys.
Does all of that help make it easier during the week?
No, none of this is easy. I think I keep getting that question. It kind of makes me a little bit upset that, you know.
I don't mean to
No,
upset
you're not
you.
upset. But like, I got it on the radio the other day, and I got it after the game. Like, none of this is easy. You know, I know we scored 52, but like, it's freaking hard in this league, and we've been playing well. We've been doing a lot of good things on offense, but by no means would I ever characterize anything we're doing as easy or you know, without effort. It's a lot of hard work and a lot of time, and the games are obviously very hard always and tough to win. And just rewind a week ago at Houston, how hard that win was. So it's never easy.
Is the perception that it is easy on the outside because there's such a room full of hardworking dudes that are so darn talented?
I don't know why that's perception. It's not. We're working. You know, everyone watches on Sundays and sees what happens, but you know, we're in here Monday through Saturday working. Our coaches are working around the clock. Our bodies aren't where, you know, you'd like them to be. No one is in this league right now, so none of this is easy. We're doing some good things right now offensively and defensively, but none of it is easy at all.
What's it like being in a room?
Jack Fox for his holding skills.
Yeah.
Have you ever been around a better holder than Jack Fox?
No, he's the best holder in the league. Got to be. He does a great job.
Into the art form of holding.
You know, I was a holder in high school for a whole year, and it's hard. It is hard. We had a block then, so I had to put it on the block, which, you know, you can argue is harder. But Jack does a hell of a job, and you know, haven't seen any issues with him there, and he's obviously a hell of a punter too.
What is it like being in this room where you guys are all collectively throwing around superlatives about one another? When Amon-Ra and Jameson go for career highs, you have a perfect passer rating. I mean, it's somebody different every week, not just stepping up, but putting history on tape.
Yeah, what's the question?
What's it like being in a room like that where it constantly happens with history makers around?
Yeah, it's fun. It's really fun. It really is. It's fun to be around guys that I kind of referenced earlier, that are chasing that really want that, and to be able to lead that and to go out and practice today with a group of guys that, you know, we did what we did last week and just want to get better and just want to improve and want to try to do it again this week and see what limits we can reach. And at the same time, you know, every week is a challenge in its own right, and going out and finding a way to beat the Colts this week is going to be the biggest challenge.
I know we ask about St. Brown and your connection all the time, but it's like 57 of his last targets, he's caught 54 of them. Is there like anything you can't bank on this guy for?
It's pretty good. I can rely on him for really everything, and I think at some points during that game it felt like, hey, call anything and let's let St. Brown just go to work, and he did. He's as good as they get, and I love playing with him.
Jared, do you ever look at your own numbers, like any numbers of any kind, that are measurements of how well you're playing?
Yeah, I think I'm definitely aware of completion percentage and sacks. Like, those are the two that like really matter to me. The other stuff's fun too, obviously the bigger numbers. But if my completion percentage is high and I'm not taking sacks, we're in pretty good shape.
Speaking of a couple more guards, it seems like your mobility inside the pocket, not so much just running, but like managing the pocket has been kind of at the top of its game. When did that become? Was there ever a point when that became like a primary focus, something that you needed to improve?
You know, I think I'm always working on it, but I think when you get a lot of clean pockets, it makes it easier for when there is a little bit of mess to avoid that, because it's so obviously different. You know, our O-line's so dang good, and I'm back there, you know, pretty scot-free a lot of times, so that when, you know, a guy does get through, okay, I can tell the difference on that, and I'm able to react to it, as opposed to, you know, you look around the league, some of these guys are having to move on, you know, almost every drop back, and that becomes hard.
What are some hallmarks of Gus Bradley's defense, and why are they able to generate takeaways, I guess, at the rate?
Yeah, extremely well coached, and he's been doing it for a long time in this league, obviously, with a lot of success, and got a lot of respect for him and the way he coaches, and like you said, the turnovers is the thing that jumps off the tape. They're very aware of where the ball is, they're punching the ball, they're making plays on the ball. They're a good group, and I think it's at all three levels they're trying to get the ball out.
In this league, you want to be remembered for something, And I think, we're doing some special stuff right now, but I think, like I told everyone, right now is not the time to really think about that. Right now we're just in the thick of it. We're in it 1 week at a time. We got the Colts this week, and we're just going to continue to try to, put up points, make plays, and help the team win.
When do you get a feeling, Jared just said, there was a point in that game where you felt like, Ben, you could have just kept calling plays for your number and it would have just clicked. When do you get a feeling in a game that something like that is brewing, like you can get a play called and everything's going to click?
I think after you score like 3 touchdowns in a row, I feel like it's like, okay. Or if a play doesn't work and the next play works, it's like, all right, anything is working right now. And when we didn't get the few third downs we didn't get, we would go for on fourth down, we get it, and we're like, okay, everything's working now, we're just going to keep going. But yeah, I would say after like 3 in a row, you're feeling pretty good. Yeah.
I saw somebody make a joke on Twitter. It was almost like you guys forgot to turn off rookie mode.
On Madden?
Yeah, I mean, no disrespect to opponents, but how much are you looking around here and realizing, again, not to look too far ahead, that this is a special group?
Yeah, I mean, we know we're special. We've known we've been special since the start of last year. We got guys we feel like on offense all across the board that are special, special players, special athletes, and coaches that, love the game, are putting us in positions to make plays, are coaching for us. So we know this group is special, and defense too, obviously. But just speaking for the offense, we are, like I said, we've known we had a special group, and it's just a matter of us executing on Sundays, making the plays, being in the right spots, and just trusting ourselves.
It doesn't seem to matter whether you guys are home or away. Obviously, it's great to have the fans regardless, and we know Lions fans travel well, but you guys are really ready to kick butt, whether it's at Ford Field or not. So does that come down to you guys really locking in and just being on another level, or is it the pride just being everywhere this year?
I think both. I mean, the fans have been traveling great. I mean, amazing. I think the Houston game was crazy. Every away game, the Cardinals game, all the away games we've had. I mean, you see blue jerseys everywhere. And like I say, sometimes on third downs when we are on away games and our defense is on the field, those third downs sometimes feel like we're at home. So the fans have been amazing. We're going to need them throughout the rest of the year too. But I think just locking in every week, whether you are home or away, treating every week the same, no matter who the opponent is, whether the opponent is above 500, below 500 in your division, or in the AFC, it doesn't matter. We, treat every opponent the same, and I think that's what makes us, I feel like, special.
So do you guys have a group chat where you guys coordinate celebrations going into a Sunday, or how do you guys kind of exchange them?
So we don't really have a group. We have a receiver group chat. I'm pretty sure every skill group has their own group chat. So the running backs have theirs, the receivers have ours, and so forth. But I will say for the Texans game, I did create a quick one with some linemen, Jared, tight ends, some receivers, just to spread the word that when we score the first touchdown, we're doing that celebration. And J-Mo is right. J-Mo came up with that one. He sent it to me. He's like, "Saint, you got to tell everyone to do it. They're going to listen to you." I said, "Bet, I'll send it." So I sent it, and the hardest person to get to do it was Jared. I don't even think he did it because he was away from the play, but Jared goes, "If Frank does it, I'll do it." And Frank's like, "I'm doing it." He's like, "Okay, I'll do it." But he was too far away, but it was good.
The defensive side of the ball here and it has taken some injury dings. Just going up against them every week, what makes that group so resilient?
Yeah, they don't blink every week. I feel like they play for each other. I think they're tighter than, for me, I've been here for 4 years. The defense looks tighter than they ever have before. Just, friendship-wise, being together. I hear they hang out all the time, especially the DBs. And I think our secondary this is the best I've ever seen them since I've been here. And for me, sitting back, to be able to watch it is amazing because we go up against them every week in camp every day, and we felt like we were giving them the same plays. They knew what was coming at times, and we're like, okay, we want to see you guys do it in the game. We're just talking during camp, and then once camp breaks, we're all on the same team. We want everyone to succeed, and they've really stepped up to it. They've been playing amazing, the whole defense, and I'm a fan when I'm out there on offense and we don't score. I know our defense is going to take care of it. So.